it's down to Timmy from Scouting Wide, best rugby's in the business. So Timo, let's get into our sports tips for this weekend.
Yep.
Last weekend was pretty woeful, although we had a bit of a saver with Sweden the other night.
Yep.
Getting up in the soccer, but other than that, it was a pretty disappointing weekend. So let's see if we can do a bit better this week. We're going to start with the Rugby League. One of our tips last weekend, the Titans, they scored with about a minute to go and won by 18 instead of 12, which we wanted. I'm going to tip them again this week. They're $2.50 versus the Broncos. State of origin time. Broncos missing McCulloch and Corey Oates from that side. Titans have won their last couple and are looking pretty good, Timo.
Yeah, look, they've won 2 on the trot. They might be a bit hampered by losing Wallace and Arrow, but there's a lot of young people up there in the Gold Coast that are pushing for spots. And they certainly look the goods at the moment, the Titans, so happy to get on again.
Yeah, Ryan James will be fuming that he's missed out on Origin selection again, so I'm tipping a big game from the skipper up there on Sunday afternoon. And Timo, you've got a tip for us in the State of Origin.
Yeah, look, I really like Queensland, 225 at home. People are overlooking the home and ground advantage for Queensland up there. New South Wales haven't been up there many times and won recently. And they'll be stinging going down 2-0 and they won't want to lose the series in a clean sweep. So 225 is pretty good value for me.
Yeah, Billy Slater in as captain. It'll probably be his last Origin game as well, so well deserved for Billy Slater. They want to put in a performance for him. Not to mention, you celebrate after the 2-0 victory, the Blues do, and I don't know, I think maybe you just go into this third game a little bit more relaxed and Queensland might lift a notch. AFL this weekend, so I haven't got any tips through from Shannon this weekend, but I'm going to go against Shannon's team, West Coast. GWS are 260 this week versus the West Coast over there. The West Coast still missing their 3 gun forwards, and the GWS Giants are on fire at the moment, Timo.
Yeah, it's hard to replace quality up front, and they seem to be struggling a bit at the moment, West Coast, so...
They went close last week against Adelaide, and then Adelaide just overran them in the fourth quarter. They're on the downward spiral at the moment without those 3 big guys up front. All right, Timo, World Cup. It's been a pretty good World Cup so far. We've backed a couple of winners. I'm still looking good for England as my tip for the World Cup. And you're on Diego Costa for first goal scorer, and he's bowed out, unfortunately. Let's see if we can't pick a few winners in the quarterfinals. You like Sweden, Timo?
Yeah, I've gone against you. Look, I don't think England have played anyone really decent. The Belgium-England game, you can just wipe that game. They both played their reserve grade team over there, sort of thing. And England just beaten up the Minnows. They weren't impressive the other day against Colombia. Colombia were missing their best player. They went all the way to penalties, and Sweden have been the real big surprise packet of the World Cup, and I'm happy to get on a good value at $4.80. I think that's really good money.
I don't care that England have played no one, and I hope they continue to play nobody at $17 to win the whole thing. The thing I will say about Sweden is they went within a whisker of getting a point off Germany, which might not sound like much considering Germany are out already, but they also beat Mexico and South Korea. They did away with the Swiss quite comfortably. They're in pretty good form, the Swedes, and they're hard to break down as well. So it'll be a tough game for England. The $4.80 looks overs there for Sweden. I like Belgium at $3.50 versus Brazil. As you said, Timo, not a strong team put out against England the other morning. They fought back, a really good fight back against Japan. They were gone for all money, Belgium. And Brazil haven't impressed me, to be honest. So I'm happy to take the $3.50 about Belgium over Brazil there. And Timo, we both like Croatia against Russia to win by more than 2 goals.
Yeah, look, Russia, they've had a pretty cruisy draw through this World Cup. I don't know whether that's politics or anything to do with it, but they've been handed a pretty cruisy draw. I think they can count themselves lucky to get all the way to the quarterfinals. We didn't think they'd get out of the group.
No.
And I think they'll just come up against a classy outfit here against Croatia, and they'll get put to the sword. Uruguay put them to the sword, and I think Croatia will do the same thing. Yeah,
Spain dominated them in the round of 16 and just were toothless up front. So I think Russia have probably played their final against Spain. And I think a little bit of a letdown in this next game, Croatia to do the job, 2+ goals at $4.50. All right, and finally, Timo, we're venturing into the land of the UFC this week. There's a big fight going on, and you like Cormier at $2.90 versus Miocic.
Yeah, champion versus champion, light heavyweight versus heavyweight. $2.90 is good value for Daniel Cormier. Can either knock him out or tap him out. He's an Olympic wrestler. And look, he's had plenty of fights in the heavyweight division as well, so I'm not scared of him stepping up. And at $2.90, it's really good value.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, guys. Well, there are sports tips for the week. Stay tuned for our racing tips as well, and hopefully we get back on the bandwagon this week and back a few winners, And happy punting.
And gamble responsibly. Thank you.